Hi, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. I'm Kayla. I'm a Purdue Northwest nursing student. I'm going to be assisting your nurse today, okay?
Cool.
We're going to be doing a quick assessment of your cardiac, abdominal, and then as well as your respiratory system, okay? Perfect. I just want to state that there is no personal protective equipment that is needed with this patient. I'm going to go ahead and check the ID band you got there, okay? First and last name for me.
Joshua Arnold.
Mr. Arnold, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And what was the date of birth on there?
12/19 of 98.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Arnold. I don't see an allergy band. Did you have any allergies?
Not that I know.
No? Not any medication, right?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to have you just sit up right here at the edge for me. We're going to go ahead and start that respiratory exam. Go ahead and undo that shirt for me so I can take a nice look. Great, thank you. All right. Posture is erect. The patient is not showing any signs of distress on his face. He is a nasal breather. There's no nasal flaring present. I don't see any signs of circumoral cyanosis. He's not a lip pursed breather. I'm going to go ahead and have you open your mouth for me, okay? Just going to be checking your gums. Mucous membranes are definitely moist, pink, and intact. There is no accessory muscles being used in that neck region. The chest does rise and fall symmetrically with inspiration and expiration. I do see some venous patterns going on here. Just want to make sure that they are definitely equal on both sides. Perfect. I also don't notice any lifts or heaves or any retractions in that region as well. This costal angle here is 90 degrees or less, which is great. AP ratio is 2 to 1. I'm going to go ahead and check those fingernails, okay? Perfect. Just checking to make sure that they're pink. Capillary refill is less than 3 seconds. There's no clubbing apparent. Perfect. Let's take a quick pulse, okay?
Sure.
So just for the next minute, I'm just going to have you be completely quiet with me, okay? Right, it's been a minute. Patient's respiratory rate was 14 breaths per minute. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next portion, which we're going to palpate the region, okay? So I'm going to be feeling for any masses, any crepitus, and I want you to let me know if you have any pain or tenderness, okay?
Sure.
No pain?
No.
No tenderness? Okay, perfect. Just going to do the same thing back here. No pain, no tenderness, right?
No.
All right, I don't feel any masses. I don't feel any crepitus. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do percussion now, so I'm just going to be tapping on my finger. I'm going to be listening to your lungs, making sure that they're resonant throughout every single lung field, okay? Okay. Lungs are resonant throughout every single lung field, so they are perfect. Next, I'm going to move on to auscultating, okay? So I'm just going to be taking a listen to your lungs. Every time I put my stethoscope into a new position, I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth pretty deeply, okay? Perfect. Okay, so far the lung sounds are very clear. Don't hear anything unusual going on. No adventitious sounds such as crackles, wheezes, no rhonchi, no rales. We got 3 more to do on the right, 2 more to do on the left, and then we'll be good, okay? So same thing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Perfect. All right, lung sounds are clear. I don't hear anything weird going on. I do need to go back real quick and do something that we need to do during palpation. I'm gonna check for something called tactile fermentus, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my hands here. I want you to say 99 very loudly, okay?
Sure.
When I move my hands to a new position, just say 99 again, okay?
99, 99, 99, 99, 99.
All right. I feel vibrations symmetrically and bilaterally, and it does taper off at the end of the lungs, which is exactly what we're looking for, okay?
Cool.
Perfect. That completes our respiratory assessment. I'm going to go ahead and have you just lay down for me so we can get this abdominal assessment working, okay? Perfect. So just inspection again. We're looking at that abdominal region. We're seeing that the contour is very good. It's flat. It's symmetric on both sides. The umbilicus is in the midline here of the body. I don't see any piercings. I don't see any striae. I don't see any scars. Nope. Okay. And then the abdomen does rise and fall with expiration and inspiration, which is what we're looking for. And visually, I also don't see any masses. I don't see any pulsations, and I don't see any peristalsis going on, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be listening to your bowel sounds now, okay? So I just want you to breathe like normal, not too heavy for me, and then we're just going to be silent again, okay? Perfect. All right, perfect. There are bowel sounds present in all four quadrants, and they're all active. I didn't hear any friction rubs. I didn't hear any vascular sounds, such as bruits or any venous sounds, so that's great. I'm going to move on to that percussion now, okay? So I'm just going to do that tapping, all right? Perfect. I heard exactly what I need to hear. I heard the tympani over the stomach and the intestine area. I heard some dullness over those organs, the liver and the spleen more specifically. And I also did hear that the resonance that I do need to hear in that lung region, okay? So that sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to palpation. So I'm just gonna lightly palpate. I want you to let me know if there's any pain or any tenderness, okay?
Sure.
I'm also looking for any masses, looking for any organomegalia, so any of your organs might be a little too big. Any pain? No tenderness?
No.
Okay. I don't see anything abnormal going on. All right. Perfect. That completes our abdominal assessment. I'm going to go ahead and have you just sit back up for me. No, you are okay. I'm going to move to our cardiac assessment. So what I'm going to have you do is go into a position called semi-fowlers. So I want you just to lean back at a 45-degree angle and get your neck out for me, okay?
Sure.
All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to be looking at your neck region for something called jugular venous distension. So I'm going to have you turn that way. Now turn my way. Perfect. Don't see anything going on here. I'm also looking at that chest region, the precordium area, which is also known as that chest region. I'm looking for any pulsations or any lifts or heaves. All right. I don't see that going on at all. Looks really good. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and move on now. I'm going to do palpation again. So I'm going to be feeling for any masses. I'm going to be feeling for any thrills. Why don't you let me know if there's any pain or tenderness, okay? No pain, no tenderness? No? Okay. Okay. No pain, no tenderness.
Nope.
All right, I don't feel any masses. I don't feel any thrills. So that's great. Next time, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some landmarks, okay?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna tell you where certain things are in your body. We're gonna follow your neck region down here. And we're gonna find this little notch. This is called your suprasternal notch, all right? You follow this down, you're gonna run into something called your angle of Louis, which is gonna be like a little hump. So if you're like thinking about a little speed bump in the road, that's what you're gonna find. Which we got that guy right here. If we go to the right, we're gonna find a little squishy region. This is your second intercostal space on your right sternal border, which is where you're gonna find your aortic valve, okay? Just gonna quick mark it. Perfect, so aortic. We're gonna go back to the angle of Louis, which is right here. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna find the exact same squishy spot. This is gonna be your second intercostal space on the left sternal border, which is where we're gonna find your pulmonic valve. Okay. We're gonna go down to your third intercostal space on that left sternal border, which is where we're gonna find our Erb's point, which is another heart sound we're gonna need to listen to. We're gonna also go down again to the fourth intercostal space on that left sternal border. Here we have the tricuspid valve that we're gonna be listening to. And now we're gonna go to the mid-clavicular line here on the left side. We're gonna go down to that fifth intercostal space here, which is where our mitral valve is, okay? Perfect. All these spots that I just marked, I'm gonna go ahead and be listening to them with both sides of my stethoscope.
Okay.
I just want you to breathe like normal and just stay as completely quiet for me as you can, okay? Perfect. We'll be assessing for any murmurs or any odd sounds going on, okay? Okay. Pulmonic sounds good. Or aortic, sorry. Perfect. Don't hear any murmurs. Everything's been pretty much regular, sounds normal. I'm gonna go ahead and take an apical rate, which is right here where that mitral valve is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and feel that pulse and for a minute. I'm gonna have you be quiet again. And I'm just gonna see how that heartbeat is, okay? So mitral valve is also your apical rate. Okay. It's been a minute. Patient's apical rate is 52 beats per minute, which is completely normal. Sounds great. I also do just want to point out that you do hear the S1 sound, the loudest down here in the apex of your heart, which is where that mitral valve is.
Okay.
You hear S2 at the loudest at the aortic and pulmonic valve, which is also known as the base of the heart. All right.
Very good.
Did you have any questions for me before we finish on up?
You've been great.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Have a good one.